Okay. All right, let's see here. I don't know if this is going to be recorded or what. Capture moments as they happen. Stream markers. Oh, whatever. I don't even know if anybody else show up. They say if you build it, they will come. That's not necessarily true. We'll see what happens. Because I done built it. I done built it. So are they coming? This would be an interesting indicator of where we are when it comes to YouTube. This would be an interesting indicator because back in the day when I used to do these, I still didn't get a ton of people, but I'd say 10 to 20 folks would come in and we'd have the chat, but I am not real confident that I'm going to see a lot of people today in the chat room. So yeah, if you're watching, could you go into the chat and say hey to me so I know you're there? I mean, I see that there's 4 people watching me, but I don't see anybody in the chat. So if you are watching and you are not in the chat, could you just say hey in the chat so I know you're there? It's been a minute since I've done one of these lives. And yeah, I got a lot to talk about. But I want to make sure that there's some folks in here first before I get going. Because, yeah, I got some things to say about YouTube and I guess the future of wig reviews in general, specifically synthetic wig reviews. I kind of want to talk about what's going on out there. Because it seems to me like a lot has changed since COVID. And well, yeah, a lot of things have changed since COVID, but particularly when it comes to wig reviews, wig reviewers, sponsorships, you know, what wig companies are coming out with and what they're not coming out with. Yeah, all that kind of stuff has kind of changed the landscape as far as reviewing wigs is concerned. And I don't necessarily think that it's just COVID, but I think that that had a lot to do with some of the changes that we have seen and continue to see on this platform. So I'm still waiting for folks to come in. We just had dinner and I'm having a drink. So it'll tell her what I'm going to say later on today. It'll tell her what I'm going to say over the next 30 minutes or so, or however long I'm on here, depending on who gets in here. But I put a notification out on Facebook. I put a notification out on TikTok, put one out on Instagram. I did not put one in the Facebook groups like Wig Slayers and that, because I don't know that Nicole actually um, accepts that kind of thing in terms of, lives. I know that they accept our wig reviews, but I don't necessarily know that they accept things like lives. So I didn't put it in there. So I may be losing some people because of that as well. But yeah. Again, if you're watching, please go into the chat and let me know that you're there. Because I would like to interact with everybody when I do this today. I would like to hear your thoughts on things and, of course, share mine with you. It's still early, I imagine. It's 5 minutes after, 6 minutes after. So, yeah, I do not know what's going on with folks or where they are. But yeah, my ride or die people are the ones that I'm missing. I have not seen some of my ride or die ladies in a long time, and I'm looking for them to pop in here. And I know sometimes people don't get here like right at 5, but I have done live at 5 for years. I have done live at 5 for years. I have not been consistent with it, but when I was still looking good 58, I did live at 5 every Sunday, every single Sunday. We just talked. And I haven't done that in a while. And I'm thinking maybe I'll start that back up again, because that way we can just kind of talk about stuff. We can talk about hair, we can talk about wigs, but we can also talk about stuff. And so I'm thinking that maybe I'll start it back up and do it on Sundays like I've been doing at 5 o'clock, because that time seemed to work with everybody when I was doing it several years ago. I think I started it back in 2019 or something. Yeah, it was before COVID. I started it back in 2019. And we were able to just kind of get on and talk to each other. And that was cool, to be able to just kind of chat with each other and see what's up with everybody and talk about the latest wigs and what we liked and what we didn't like and that kind of thing. So, yeah. Yep, still don't see nobody down here. So I guess they're not getting in the chat. Well, my plan was to be on here till 5:30. So I may sit here until 5:30. If people come in late, then I may stay till 6. But my plan is to stay here till 5:30 and talk about the things that I want to talk about with you guys. But yeah, I know I decided to do this at the last minute, but I don't think y'all need a week to know that somebody's going live. I mean, people go live on TikTok all the time, and they don't let you know a week in advance that they're going to be on TikTok. They just do it. And I'm thinking maybe I should have done this live on TikTok instead of on YouTube. But that's my point, that YouTube is not, or does not seem to be, the platform that it used to be. And yeah, that's sad to me, because I really have loved this platform, and I've been able to do a lot on this platform, and find a lot of people on this platform. But if this is not the platform anymore, then girlfriend might have to get off. Because I like YouTube. I mean, I really did like YouTube. I like long form content. I really like long form content. But a lot of people, I mean, even on TikTok, you can make a video 10 minutes long. But most people don't, but you can. And on here, most of the videos that we have done have never gone further than what, 8-10 minutes, something like that. Some have gone longer if you're like doing an install that's kind of detailed or whatever. But I'd say probably 5 to 7 minutes is probably about average for the YouTube video, at least, from what I'm, thinking about. So, yeah, this is a little sad right now because honestly, I expected to see more people on here. I expected to get more people to show up in this chat room as well as on this channel. But I'm going to sit here for 30 minutes. And if I'm talking to myself, then I guess I'll just be talking to myself. But the main reason I got on here is because I have been talking to some other wig reviewers. on here. I've been talking to some other wig reviewers on here, and they have expressed the same concern that YouTube, as far as the wig world is concerned, just does not seem to be the platform anymore. With TikTok, I think that's what Brittany said, the Hearts and Cake 90. She said that with TikTok and Instagram and some of the others, there are more people on these other platforms than there are on YouTube. And that was not always the case. That was not always the case. We had a lot of people here on YouTube. And I think the thing that really amazed me and made me decide to do this in the first place is that I put up a review just a couple days ago of that Love Me braided wig, that wig that everybody liked. I put that wig up and I got 30 views. 30. And I'm thinking to myself, come on now. I know that you guys like this wig. I know that you like that Love Me unit. I know it because it's been floating around on social media for a while. And there's been a lot of like really shorts on TikTok of people wearing that unit. And the fact that I could put up a video about that unit and show you everything about that unit, and I get 32 views was like, that was excruciating to me because I did not expect that. I honestly expected that I would get at least 1,000 views on that video in the first couple of days, not 32 in 2 days. Crazy. Yeah. This is not cool. This is not cool. People are jumping in and out of here. People are coming in and leaving and coming in and leaving, and nobody's sticking around to, number one, tell me they're here, and number two, to even listen to what I'm talking about. So I'm going to sit here for another 15 minutes or so, and then I'm just going to get off because I'm not seeing anybody in chat, and nobody is. I mean, if you're watching me on YouTube, that's different. I mean, on television, that's different. If you're watching YouTube television, that's different. But if you're in the chat online, I mean, on the video online, it would be nice if you would just go in the chat and tell me you're here so that I could know that somebody is checking this out. Because, I mean, I can see up at the top that people are coming in and going out and coming in and going out. Yeah, I can see that, but I'm not seeing anybody jumping in here and talking to me, which is really what I would like. I mean, that's what a live is for, right? If you are interested, I'm drinking this. This is called Southern Star Double Shot Bourbon Cream Liquor. And that's what I'm drinking. This is my after dinner drink. Because we just had ribs and mashed potatoes and gravy and some, I think it was some, what is that stuff? Zucchini and some salmon, grilled salmon. And yeah, this is crazy. I mean, I'm serious. I think I'm getting off of YouTube. I really do, because I'm sitting here. What time is it? It's 14 minutes after. And I've had 2 people, maybe 3, come in here and leave. 2 people, maybe 3, have looked at what I'm doing and left. So I don't know. Like I said, the reason that I'm doing this in the first place is because my concern is that YouTube is not the platform anymore, that people just aren't on here like they used to be on here, especially in the wig community. They're just not here anymore. And I'm not the only person who is feeling that. I've talked to some creators that are huge, and they're saying the same thing. They're just not getting the attention that they used to get on YouTube. And I really don't know why. I don't really know why. And I guess I wanted to ask you guys. That's why I came on here, because I wanted to ask you guys what you thought was going on in the wig community as far as YouTube is concerned. I mean, I know a lot of people are on TikTok and there are people on Instagram, but I came in here specifically to ask you guys what the heck is going on with YouTube. Because if you know, I don't, and I would like to know, because I don't want to waste my time on a platform that nobody's on. And long form content takes time. Long form content is not the same as TikTok content. where I can just go in the bathroom and do a review. It's different on YouTube. You got to sit down, you got to prepare, you got to have your lighting right, all of that kind of thing. I mean, it's not that you don't have your lighting right when you're in the bathroom or wherever you are. And that's where I do my shorts, by the way, in the bathroom. But the thing is, YouTube takes a lot more time and there's a lot more effort put into it, especially if you're going to do a detailed wig review. There's a lot more that goes into it. And if no one is going to be watching, if people are not going to be checking you out, if they're not going to come on your live, like right now, if they're not going to watch you in general, then there's really no point in being here. And that's a shame because we have been here for a long time. A lot of us have been here for a long time. I've been on here since 2018. I know Brittany has been on here since 2013. I believe Kai Rashawn has been on here since maybe 2012, something like that. Was it 2012? No, I think 2018. I don't know for sure. I'd have to go to her channel see. But I know she's been on here for a while. Brittany's been on here probably the longest. And the others who were on here when Brittany was on here, the majority of them have left. Now, Simply Sherelle is still here, but she does nothing but human hair. And that's another thing. A lot of wig reviewers are going from synthetic to human. They're not even bothering with synthetic hair anymore. And a lot of the reason is because the synthetic companies do not want to pay you to review their wigs. A couple of them used to, but now they don't do that anymore. And if they do, it's rare. So if you're going to get paid, you're going to get paid by a human hair company. And so a lot of the wig bays are going to human hair, like Simply Sherelle did. She went straight to human hair. She said, bump this. She got off of doing synthetic and went straight to human hair. Now, Dominique A has always done human hair, but she changed her platform to a vlog style platform. And I believe she's remained there for a long time. I think recently I saw her do some wig reviews, but she has gone to a vlog format. Brittany has gone to a vlog format for the most part because she was doing her weight loss thing. And she also did some home decor and she does fashion. She does a lot of fashion on TikTok. So she's even getting away from all wigs all the time. So I guess that's why I came on here to find out what people who watch us, who watch wig reviews, what are you guys seeing? What do you like and not like? Why do you think YouTube is going down the tubes as far as wig reviews go? Because personally, for me, I do much better on TikTok than I do on any other platform. I get more views on TikTok. I have more, well, I don't have more followers. I have more followers here on YouTube than I do on TikTok. But I'm catching up at TikTok with the views that I have on this channel. But the thing is, the people that are on this channel that have subscribed to me don't necessarily watch. Because I have noticed a lot of people who used to make comments on my channel don't make them anymore because either they're not on this platform anymore or something else is going on. They're just not here. Most of the comments that I get are on my TikTok. Some on Instagram. Instagram is definitely not my platform. I'm on Instagram, but I just really don't have any traction over there. I got a lot of traction at TikTok. I had a lot of traction here. And I don't do threads or any of that anymore because threads to me is better for my my books. Now, I write books, as some of you know. I have historical fiction books out, and I'm putting out a cozy mystery series about a wig reviewer and wig maker. And that series is going to be coming out pretty soon. And I was trying to cross promote my wig maker mystery series with my wigs because as a writer, doing what I'm talking about, I think is important. I'm a former TV reporter, just like my character is. I'm a wig reviewer and wig maker, just like my character is. So my wig maker mystery series is going to be coming out probably end of this year. I was trying to promote on this channel, but again, and I got some good response on this channel, but the problem with this channel again is that the numbers are dwindling. And I think a lot of people are trying to figure that out. I know I haven't figured it out because I'm doing the same thing I've always done. And things are starting to just go south. And I don't know why, because I'm not doing anything different than I used to do. I don't do a lot of creative stuff. I used to do a lot of creative stuff on this channel when I did my wig reviews, and I don't do a lot of creative stuff anymore because again, it takes a lot of time to edit and put all kinds of transitions and, you know, all kinds of things like that in your video, music and everything to make it interesting and engaging. And if there's nobody there to watch that, it doesn't really make sense to spend a lot of time doing that. So when I'm on TikTok, it's easier for me because it's shorter. I have a wider audience there. I'm doing exactly the same thing. I'm coming in and I'm leaving. I'm coming in with the wig. I'm telling you the specs. I'm showing you what it looks like. I'm telling you what I think about it, and I'm out. And that's basically what I do. My videos are usually like 2 to 3 minutes on there. So I'm in and out. And people seem to like the quickness of TikTok. Although there are people who are on there for longer periods of times. I think it's just since they're swiping, they don't want a lot of, junk. They want to get to the point. Excuse me. So I usually just try to give you the specs of the wig, the color, the length, how it fits my head, what texture it is, and all of that, so that you guys can make a decision quick and be on your way. So that's my strategy on TikTok, is just to get in and get out, so that you can get what you need, make a decision to purchase the wig or not purchase it. So my strategy on TikTok is different than my strategy here, because on YouTube, it's meant to be longer. It's meant to be, let's just talk about it. It's meant to, let me show you every single thing I'm doing. And that's kind of what YouTube was meant for. So I could sit here and I can show you the wig, and I can talk about the specs. I can talk about the color and the texture and the fit. But then I can show you how I cut my lace off. I can show you how I pluck the unit. I can show you the products that I use and why I use them. And I can demonstrate all of that on here because I've got that kind of time. Don't have as much time to do all of those things on TikTok because people won't stay long enough for that to happen. But again, if people are not on this platform, if people are not on YouTube, it really does not benefit me to go through all of that for 5 views or 20 views or whatever, because like I said, I did this Love Me own lace video, and that's a wig that has been huge. That braided wig has been huge on TikTok and Instagram, but I got 32 views. That's probably the lowest that I've gotten for a debut unit since I've been on here. And that happened just the other day. And I thought to myself, wait a minute. This is a fantastic wig. The lace is fantastic. It clears your ear. It's flawless. It's got human hair at the base and then synthetic hair. It's a fantastic wig, a fantastic braided wig. It's probably the best braided wig that I've ever had. And I would say the most expensive wig that I have ever purchased. I think it was like $300 or $400. And that wig was nothing near this Love Me wig, this Love Me hair wig that I reviewed the other day. Because I have been looking, I have purchased all kinds of braided wigs, whether they're gray or black or what color they were. And I always had an issue with the fit or the lace or the fact that they didn't clear your ear or whatever. And I have purchased and gotten rid of and purchased and gotten rid of and purchased and gotten rid of all kinds of braided wigs. And when I got this Love Me hair unit, I was floored because I could not believe how good that wig was in terms of the fit, because it's got those drawstrings in the back, so that helps. It clears your ear, which is fabulous because a lot of times you have to cut those braids off on those braided wigs to get them to clear your ear. Didn't have to do that with the Love Me hair unit. And the lace was perfect. I mean, I glued it down. Well, not glue. You guys know I use hard hairspray, not glue. And it was flawless. I went outside. I even showed a sunlight test. But again, like I said, I got 32 views on YouTube. I got almost 1,000. No, I did get 1,000 on TikTok. I got 32 on YouTube. So again, I have been telling people on here when I do wig reviews that I'm probably going to get off this platform because of the fact that I'm just not getting the views that I have gotten in the past. And, it is what it is. But yeah. And today is an indication to me as well. There's nobody watching this. There's nobody in my chat. There's nobody to talk to. And granted, this was a last minute live video, but even when I've done last minute lives before, I've had people come in and nobody's come in. So yeah, so I'm kind of talking to the wall. But yeah, let's see. I've got what? I got 5 minutes. I'm gonna get off here in 5 minutes because I said I was gonna be on here for 30 minutes and talk to you guys about this YouTube dilemma that I'm having. And I also wanted to tell you guys about what was going on with my Wig Maker Mystery Series. My books are all finished. Book one, book two, and book three are all done. I've got the book out to publishers and agents to see if I'm going to get picked up. But if I'm not picked up, I'm going to self-publish the books, and I'm going to start promos. I noticed that Shannon is doing books as well as wigs. And if you're out there, Shannon, I'm going to be hitting you up with my series because she's promoting books and wigs on her book channel now on TikTok. But yeah, so I'm doing that. I'm working on that. I've got wigs that I'm trying to get rid of. And that's another thing. I thought that there was going to be enough people in here for me to tell you guys that I have decided that since a lot of my wigs didn't sell, I was going to give you an additional $10 off if you went to my site at mymaturestyle.bigcartel.com and use the code WIGBAE, BAE, you get $10 off any wig that's on that website except for human hair. So, but nobody showed up, so nobody knows that I've got that code for you guys to take an extra $10 off if you go to my Big Cartel and buy the 38 wigs that I was hoping to sell last week that I did not sell. So again, if you're watching, the code is WIGBAE, WIGBAE, and I'm giving you $10, an additional $10 off every wig that's there that's synthetic, which is way cheaper than than you getting it online, even if it's new or whatever. My lace is cut on most of my wigs, and you guys know that, but you're not going to get the wig for that price anyplace else. So anyway, so I was going to share that with y'all, but y'all didn't feel like it was worth coming in here. So I think that I'm going to do another live next week, but I'm going to plan it for a week in advance and see what happens. And after that, if I do not get anyone coming into that room next Sunday when I do this, because I think I can still do it next Sunday. Yeah, I won't be in Chicago until the week after that. So I will still be around here next Sunday. And I'm going to do another live at 5. And if I get the shabby showing that I got today, then I'm just going to call it quits. I'm going to get off this channel because YouTube just isn't it anymore, it doesn't seem. And I'm going to concentrate my efforts on TikTok and Instagram going forward. And of course, my Facebook channel, because of the fact that y'all just ain't here no more. And like I said, it ain't just me. A lot of the other wig bays are seeing the same thing. The numbers are just dropping off. And if they have not pivoted to change to something else, like whether it's home decor or clothing or food or whatever it is that they've decided to do separate and apart from or in addition to wigs, there's no reason to be here. And I'm not going to do anything else on here except wigs. I mean, I'm going to talk about my books, but I have a book channel. So I'm not doing that on this channel. I mean, I probably should, since it's about wigs, I probably should talk about it on this channel, but I don't even see an interest in that from the people that are watching. Because I mean, I can be reviewing a wig and showing you stuff and talking about my books. And I mean, some people care, but some people don't. So like I said, it's frustrating because I've been on here for 8 years. And I really wanted to make this thing work, but it don't seem like it is. So there you go. Is there a difference in views of higher priced brands and others? Economic climate may affect views. I really don't think that. I think it's affecting everybody. I don't think it's just wig reviewers or people who are smaller or larger. I was watching Roberto Blake the other day, and if you know him, he's huge on TikTok, and even he is noticing that there's a big change in terms of the views that people are getting, regardless of what they're promoting. So yeah, and thank you for coming in. Yeah, so that's really it. And again, if you buy wigs and you know about my Big Cartel channel, I'm giving everyone $10 off any wig on there unless it's human hair with the code WIGBAE, and I'll just put it in here. This is the code WIGBAE. I will give you $10, an additional $10 off if you buy a unit on there. And this was just for folks who came into the live. Because I'm trying to get rid of the 38 wigs that are sitting there, and you'll get $10 off. You still got to pay shipping because girlfriend can't give you everything, but my wigs were already priced low. So this is an additional $10 off if you go to my site at mymaturestyle.bigcartel.com. Let me just put it on here. Style.bigcartel.com. And that's where you can use the code WIGBAY to get an additional $10 off. If you decide that you want to buy one of my wigs. And those of you who know me know that some of the wigs are new, but most of them are wigs that I reviewed and took off and put back in the box because I don't wear them. The ones I wear, I let you know I've worn them. If I just take them off after I review them, then they just get stuck back in the box. So that's what it is. So anyway, okay. So it's 5:30. I'm going to run. Wish this could have been better, but we'll try it again next week. Take it easy.